That safety guy here. Here's a hint, folks. If you look like you know what you're doing, you look like you care, chances are the safety guy, Ministry of Labor, are not going to come and harp on you because they got nothing to look at. But here's an example. Walking around a site today, and I see a flat roofer working above the entry door to a lot. He's about 12 feet off the ground. As I'm walking by, I notice he's not wearing a hard hat. In Ontario, you have to wear a hard hat at all times while on a project. I also noticed that his harness wasn't done up. And I also noticed that his harness wasn't attached to anything. He actually had his lanyard wrapped around his waist. So that got me thinking, maybe I should go have a chat with this guy. So I did. I go upstairs, I go to the bathroom window, and I start having a conversation. And then it dawns on me. Excuse me, sir, how did you get up onto this roof? And he said, well, I came through that 16-inch window. That's not proper access egress. Oh, by the way, where's your lanyard attached to? I got nothing to tie off to. Sure you do. You can tie off to a king stud inside the house. You can tie off to something up here. And how come you didn't use a ladder? I don't have to. Oh. Then I had to ask him, so you're doing flat roof with that open flame, that roofer's torch. Where's your fire extinguisher? My what? Your fire extinguisher. You have to have a fire extinguisher reasonably accessible if you're working with open flame. It's pretty simple. Now, had I walked up and walked past that lot and saw that he at least had his lanyard attached to an anchor point of some kind, I probably wouldn't have talked to him. But because I saw 3 things from the ground that got my attention, I walked up and I found 5 more. Then he proceeds to give me attitude. I know you're just doing your job, but my job takes skill and talent, he says. Guys, don't give us a hard time. All right, we're just here to help you. I tried to educate this worker on where he may have, where he could make a better choice. But he chose to be belligerent and argumentative. In the middle of his argument, in the middle of his being belligerent, the site superintendent, the senior site superintendent for that particular site for my client, heard him being disrespectful to another worker or me as the safety guy, and asked him to leave site permanently. So now not only did he lose a contract, he now has a black mark on his name because he was being a prick. He was being belligerent. And I was trying to keep my calm, which some days it's hard, but I managed to do it. And he should be grateful and thankful that at least I had tried to educate him on how he could make improvements onto his job so he can be more productive and do safer. So at the end of the day, folks, I'm not here to give you a hard time. I'm not here to be yelled at. I do have thick skin. I'm not affected by it, but you're not going to get a rise out of me. And the chances of you winning an argument with that safety guy, any safety professional, or a government official are between slim and nil. So keep that in mind, all right? Just listen to what we have to say. Ask questions, but don't be belligerent about it. And perhaps you won't get caught by the boss and you won't be asked to leave site.